It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Coming up next.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he gets him around 6 there. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 4. Free inside the 30. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send him left out of the slot. From the 29. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. He finds him 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. That's taken in by Samuel. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Drew Phillips making the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Again, Daniels to the air. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking for a throw here. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He completes it in traffic. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Touchdown, New York! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels on 1st down. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Commanders got a long way to go and a short time to get there. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the set. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Giants using their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. From the 35 on second down. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Back to throw now. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. From the 47, he finds Slayton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it yet again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he's down to the 8 before going out. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Working inside the red zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the red zone.
With the score, Giants 10, Commanders 7.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll try and throw it here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 40 on second down. Connects with Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. An option gives to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Here's an option play right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Daniels, third and goal. Escapes the pocket, and he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 14, Giants 10.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a throw. Has some room to work. He has the New York touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders set to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. First throw for the backup now. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. He has the 1st over the middle. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Giants 17.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this to Johnson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.